Good afternoon, my dear students. In the last class, we have already learned about the basics of theory of communication, the public speaking, barriers of communication, and many more things which are based on our communication skills and to utilize the communication skills. Today, we are going to learn about group discussion. The term group discussion is used to refer to an oral communication situation in which a small number of professionals meet and discuss a problem or issue to arrive or to exchange information on a significant matter related to the function, growth, or expansion of the organization to which they belong. The purpose of the discussion is to elicit in views of all participants through intense interaction evolve a consensus. My dear students, so you can understand that how much important is it in the real life situation. That's why at the time of recruitment, the companies are organizing one round that is based on group discussion. So today we are going to learn about some basic rules and regulations of group discussions. The first rule of group discussion is, in a group there should be minimum 6, maximum 9 participants should be there in a group. Okay? People should sit either in a half circle manner or in a full circle manner. Second point. Third point is that the evaluator should be outside the group. The person who is going to evaluate should sit outside the group. And my dear students, the participants will sit where from the evaluator is seating. They should sit according to the clockwise manner and their clock will start from the evaluator's position. Okay, look at the board. Here is the evaluator, so my clock is starting from here only. Okay, here is the evaluator, so my clock is starting from here only. Okay, now the main thing we should remember while doing the GD, that is the evaluator is invisible over here. Yes, though the participants will sit according to the position of the evaluator, but the participants should pretend as if their evaluator is invisible to them. So how should they pretend? The first thing they should do, that is, they should not look at the evaluator and they should not greet the evaluator. My dear students, people will not greet at the evaluator. Okay? Students, participants should not greet at the evaluator means whenever they are starting doing the GD, at that time they will say, "Good afternoon to all my co-participants." They should not greet the evaluator as if good afternoon to our respected sir or respected madam. No, they should say good afternoon to my all co-participants. Okay. Second thing we should remember, that is, anybody can start doing the GD and anybody can conclude the GD. There is no such rule that participant number 1 will start and participant number 6 will conclude. Anybody can start and anybody can conclude. They are free to do that, but the person who is starting the GD means whoever, maybe participant number 3, he has started the GD. Maybe he is the participant number 1 while doing the GD. So he should not conclude. Remember the thing, the person who is introducing the GD should not be the person who is going to conclude the GD. So what I have said, dear, I have said anybody can introduce and anybody can conclude, but they should be two separate identities. Okay, the person, next thing, the person who is introducing the GD should only tell about the inner meaning of the topic, nothing else. My dear students, what do you mean by the inner meaning of the topic? Maybe, as I have learned, that I've already taught you in the class of public speaking, that whenever we are talking, by changing or by modulating our voice, the meanings are changing. I've given you an example. Ram stood first in the class. Normal sentence, that Ram stood first in the class. I've said the same sentence in that way. Ram stood first in the class. Means Ram is such a bad boy. How can he stood first in the class? Again I'm saying Ram stood first in the class. Means I cannot believe in my eyes. I cannot believe in my ears that Ram, such a boy, got first position in the class. So my dear students, by changing our voice, by modulating our voice, the meanings are changing. So while the people will announce the GD topic, there is always a hidden meaning of the topic. That the thing you have to, the person who is introducing should elaborate while the person is introducing the GD. For an example, let us take an example. Maybe the topic is medical science. Is it really improved for all class of people? If I'm telling the topic in that way, medical science has been improved for all class of people, then I'm saying that yes, it has already been improved for all class of people. But if I'm saying medical science, is it really improved for all class of people, then I mean to say that medical science, whether it has been improved or not. Suppose this is our topic. How should I do the introduction? Good afternoon to all my co-participants. Today we are going to have a discussion on medical science. Is it really improved for all class of people? We human beings are staying in a society. In the society, there are three classes of people: rich, middle class and poor. Though from the monetary aspect they are different, but from the physical aspect they all have the same machine-like physique. And when this machine is not functioning properly, they are going to take the help of the medical science related people. And we are going to have a discussion on whether they are providing equal service to these all class of people or not. This is all about your introduction. The person has said about the inner meaning of the topic. Maybe the topic is extension of retirement age. Is it a welcome note? So where is the stress? Welcome. How can I do the introduction? Good afternoon to all my dear co-participants. Today we are going to have a discussion on a very hot topic, that is extension of retirement age, whether it's a welcome note or not. A man is getting retired from his job at the age of 60 because by that age, though he has a lot of experience, but he is physically tired. But for his experience, the company is willing to take him for another 2 to 5 years. And we are going to have a discussion on how much effect does it put on the youth of the society. So in that way, we will do the introduction. Clear? We will tell only the inner meaning of the topic, but not at all anything regarding the topic. As fast as the introducer is finishing up his introduction, first elaborating, then in a nutshell, just whatever is the gist of his topic, the second person is getting ready to speak about the topic. Remember one more thing, my dear students, as the second person onwards, the people are speaking about the topic, they should not oppose or accept anything, whatever the introducer has said at the time of introduction. After that, while the GD is going on, the introducer can speak n number of times. At that time, the evaluator is observing them. At that time, other rest of the participants can cut or accept the point of the introducer, because at that time he or she is not introducing but speaking about the topic. Same with the concluder, he or she must speak while the GD is going on. Okay, now here the person, how you are sitting, that is not the thing who is speaking after whom. Here, how you are delivering your lecture, according to that, your speech is going to be counted. Like maybe participant number 3 has started. After that, participant number 6 said. Then again 8 said. Then again participant number 3 has said, at that time participant number 3 is not telling the inner meaning of the topic. At that time participant number 3 is saying about the topic. Yes, the participant number 3 will say about the topic. Now my dear students, in that way it will go on. If you can speak something in continuation with your previous person's speech, then something new, then it will add some extra advantage to your speech. It's not like that you have to accept the points. You can cut the points also, or you can accept the points. But you are very, very, very formal while cutting or accepting the point of your previous participant. Okay, my dear. Now, one more thing you should remember while doing the group discussion, that is, the person who is just sitting in front of you is not your previous participant. The person who is speaking before you is your previous participant. Okay, one more thing you should remember while GD is going on, it should not be a dyadic conversation. GD should not be a dyadic conversation. What do you mean by dyadic? We have already learned in theory of communication, that is, yes, a conversation between two persons. Maybe participant number 1 is saying, then 7 is speaking, again 1 is speaking. Not like that. Anybody can speak. It should not be like that only 2 people are speaking. Now you can ask me a question, ma'am. If others are not speaking, then what can we do? Yes. If others are not speaking, you can give them chance. Yes. It's your turn to speak. No. You cannot ask anybody directly to speak out. But if others are not speaking, your body language will ask them to speak. Like, let us listen from others what they are thinking about the topic. At that time also, if the people are not speaking again, then it's their fault, not your fault. Okay? And if somebody is a very soft-spoken person, please give them chance to speak out. And one more thing, that is, if somebody is going out of the topic, then ask them to come back to the topic. Like, we feel that our topic is like that, or we are going out of the track, something like that. In a GD, you all are the leaders. There is no specific leader over there. And you don't have any name. Remember the thing. You all are participant number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You don't have any name. You all are leaders. But here your leadership will be judged. One more thing you should remember while GD is going on. You cannot put your finger to anybody. Yes, it's your turn, you speak out. No. You cannot attack any particular religion or political persons. You have to do everything, but in a very polished manner, in an indirect way. Okay, maybe the topic is related with any religion, maybe the topic is related with any political party or something like that. We have to speak, but in an indirect way, so that you should not attack somebody directly, but you can speak the thing in a different manner. Like, if you will say something, for example, my dear, if you are saying somebody nonsense, the person will say, see, yes, sir, I'm nonsense. But if you are saying the person, don't you have any sense, my dear? How can you do so? Then you are saying the same thing in a different manner. The people will think, yes, in a nice manner, yes, say it. So your way of speaking should be very polished and very, very, very professional while the GD is going on. Okay, I should not attack directly to any political party or religion. I should not put my finger to anybody. It should not be a direct conversation. What else? Don't speak with yourself. Your voice should not be monotonous, that you are speaking with yourself. I want to say my speeches are there. My dear students, maybe your participants are giving you a chance because you are a soft-spoken person. But every time they will not give you the chance. So try to raise your voice. But don't make a mess over there that I want to say, let me say. Not like that. Why you want to say, your first word should be emphasized. Excuse me, I want to say, I do agree with you. Something like that. Remember one thing, GD is not a debate. In debate, either you have to speak in for the motion or only against the motion. But in debate, you can speak for both, but it should not be contradictory. I should not say I'm an early riser. At what time do you get up? 12 o'clock. No, not like that. Clear? So everything should be in a balanced manner. You can speak for both or you can choose your own way. No problem. In that way, the GD will go on. Just 2 minutes before the conclusion of the GD, maybe the evaluator has given you time of 30 minutes. So 2 minutes before, 28 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. So 2 minutes before, 13 minutes. The person who is going to be responsible to conclude the GD should say it's a time to wind up. Remember, maybe participant number 8 has been decided to conclude the GD. While the GD is going on, participant number 8 has spoken in number of time. But at the time of conclusion, participant number 8, just before 2 minutes, participant number 8 has said, it's a time to wind up. Okay, what should he say? It's a time to wind up. And once he is saying it's a time to wind up, then for the rest of the 2 minutes, other than he or she, everybody can speak. And that person who is going to conclude, who has already said it's a time to wind up, the person will do what? The person will think, jot down the points, whatever they have discussed in the GD. And exactly after 2 minutes, the person will conclude. Remember, my dear students, once the conclusion is being done, it's over. After that, you cannot speak a single word. If anybody is speaking anything after the conclusion of the GD, the whole group will be disqualified. Okay, and last thing for today, that is how they are going to judge you. 5 qualities are going to be judged in a GD. First is communication. Second is content. Third is logic. Fourth is etiquette. And fifth is leadership quality. Communication means how good or bad are you in English? Okay, how much presentable speech are you giving? In the class of public speaking, I have told you repeatedly that speak English which is presentable, because it's a global language. There is no such rule that you have to speak, to follow a particular accent of American accent or British accent or Dutch accent. You can follow anything which is presentable. So how much good communication skill do you have, that is going to be treated in communication. Content, how much contextually according to the topic you are speaking. Logic, whether you are speaking logically to the topic or not. Etiquette, whether you are making a scene, you are making creating a scene. I want to say my speeches are this, beating on the benches or not. These all are treated as a bad etiquette. Whether you are shaking your legs, touching your knot of the bottom of your shirt, touching the chowdhuries again and again, these all are going to be treated as negative in your etiquette. And last one is your leadership quality. How much good or bad leader are you while doing the group discussion, where if your people are going out of the topic, whether you are bringing them back, whether you are giving chance to the soft-spoken person or those who are not speaking, whether your body language is giving them chance or not. These all are going to be treated in the leadership quality. So these 5 things are going to be treated, and they are going to evaluate you on the basis of communication, content, logic, etiquette, and leadership quality. Okay, so my dear students, while you are doing the GD, remember the first thing, that is you don't have any name. You all are participant numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. You are not going to greet your evaluator. Your evaluator may snore over there, may sleep over there, may play game over there. No problem. But you are not going to look at that particular person, or you are not going to make any faces. Okay, and you are not going to greet him or her also. Greet your co-participants and start doing the GD. The introducer should tell the inner meaning of the topic. Second person onwards, they will speak about the topic. Concluder will conclude. 2 minutes before the concluder will say it's the time to wind up. And after 2 minutes, the concluder will conclude. And while the GD is going on, try to speak logically to the point. If people are going out of the track, as a good leader, you all can come back to your own topic. You are not supposed to point your fingers to anybody. You are not supposed to make a scene over there. You are not supposed to shout over there. It should not be a direct conversation between two. You all should speak out, give others chance by your body language, Not only that, don't attack any political party or religion directly. These all things we should remember while doing the GD. And my attitude should be very formal, very official, and very polite. This is all about the basic rules of group discussion. Next day onwards, we'll do the practice session. Thank you.